It's KMFM Breakfast with Garry and Chelsea, and the first female singer to win Britain's Got Talent.
Hello,
with
everybody.
a brand new album out and a massive single. And she's a Kent gal. She is Sydnie Christmas.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, Sydnie.
Does that feel really nice to sit there and like have someone to, like, you know, just to sit there and hear all the awesome stuff that you've done? It must be so surreal for you.
It is very surreal. I'm still not used to it. I didn't expect the list to keep going. I was like, yeah.
Oh, there's plenty more. There's more on that list. Of course there is. There's loads of stuff, which we'll get to. Has it been as much of a whirlwind as we imagine doing something like Britain's Got Talent must be?
It has taken me for a complete ride. The ride of my life.
I love it.
It's been amazing. BGT was just the best experience ever from start to finish. Putting winning out of the equation, that team, that whole production company, everyone is just the nuts. I had the best time, such a laugh. And then lucky I won, which is really smashing. And then and then life took off, which is also really cool.
Yeah. And the story goes that you were like, it's like, oh, it's Britain's Got Talent or bust. You were kind of thinking, you know, I've been at it, I've worked hard, I've showed, I've done
you
my
got some
time.
great credits under your belt.
I've got the talent, but I just can't make that extra step that I really am driven to make. And you were going to sort of say, nah, call it a day.
Yeah, I was finished. Being in this industry, you're selfish, right? The amount of stuff that I've missed over the years because I've just put my want for my career first. I've missed weddings, I've missed everything, holidays, like life experiences, just because I wanted this career so bad and I wanted to audition and going through audition processes and also not having money, working bar jobs. And I worked in an egg farm. I've done cash converters. I've had my own dancing company that wasn't really a dancing company. It was me with a couple of kids. I've done it all. It's just, it got to a point, I was like, I want children now, at some point anyway. And I need stability. It was heartbreaking, but I was going to stop the auditioning. So BGT was the nice finish for it all. It was going to be like, oh look, I done that, I auditioned in front of them, sort of thing. Never expecting how it went at all.
Amazing.
You absolutely smashed it out the park, and like you said, like for it to be that icing on the cake, make or break, and then it's made you into this amazing human you now are. You're doing so much awesome stuff, and I love the fact that you got the golden buzzer, which is just, you know, the big highlight of BGT. If you could give the golden buzzer to anything in life,
oh yeah,
what would you give it to? Like, it could be just your favourite box of cereal. It could be a person.
Oh, yeah.
What would get the golden buzzer?
Oh, that's such a good question. If I could give the golden buzzer to anything in life.
Yeah.
Absolutely anything.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because you've got the whole world to think about. Could be, I turn to food straight away when I think of it.
Food's my first thing as well.
Like, it's just the ultimate of anything.
Okay, the golden buzzer to a naughty, perfect watermelon. Oh!
That was the last thing I was expecting. I thought maybe like a nice little tipple because you worked in a pub.
No, watermelon.
Or, you know, a sweet treat. No, it's just a lovely little watermelon.
Watermelons are in season and they are just not fluffy in the middle and like minging when they're like,
the good stuff.
That is me like.
You're in your sweet spot. Did you ever do that TikTok trend where people were putting mustard on watermelon?
Never.
No, look,
should never do that to
it. The disgust on her face, and quite right as well. Now you've got all kinds of things happening in your life. The Royal Variety Performance, obviously, you know, if you win, that's going to be a thing. How are you prepared? What's that next? Like meeting all those people? I don't know. What's going through your head about that?
I like to go into these experiences not thinking about them for the pure fact I will overthink and be like, what am I going to say? And this, that, and the other. So I'm just going to take it day by day and I'm just going to experience it. I think that's the best way to take it in. I know what I'm singing. I'm singing a song that's coming out on my album, which is I've made very Bond. You know, I'm trying to get in there just in case if they
do it.
They bring out another Bond film. I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yes.
Oh, and you're going to meet royalty too. Have you practiced your curtsey?
No, yeah, but no, me, I'd bow or something or
going for a fist pump.
Yeah, right, geez. That is one thing.
Don't leave me hanging, Your Majesty.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that. Oh, well, that's going to be.
Thing.
I think I think that's definitely the way to deal with these things. Is just take it as it comes. Don't overthink it. What was it like? Locally for us, we could see there's the stories in the papers and people ringing us up and stuff. People that were just bursting. Locally, in the Gravesham area, the pub as well. I can't remember the name of the pub where they had your banner up and everything.
The railway.
The railway.
Yes.
Yeah, the railway. What was it like to have those people behind you? How did they sort of live it through you?
Yeah, I felt so happy that people were going on this journey with me, and it just goes to show that the locals are definitely behind you. And it was so amazing. It's something that brings the community together, sort of, really. Like, people would see me and go, oh, Sid, go on, girl, give it your all, and things like that. It's really nice. Do you know what I mean? So I loved that. And then when I went and won it, it weren't just my win. It was like all of our win, which was like the really beautiful thing about it.
Oh, so you're sharing the money?
No comment at this current time.
I can't even get it. It's in an ISA.
Oh, good, sensible.
That's very adult of you.
That really is. That's brilliant. Now,
so I wish it's in a ISA, locked away even from my hands.
Oh, keep it safe for a rainy day. The name Christmas is just. I imagine it as it's, and through your life it has, and now your Sydnie Christmas off Britain's Got Talent with the new album out. What's it like having Christmas as a name? What are the pros and cons of it? I mean, I can see loads of pros, but is it ever been like you thought, oh no, it's going to be something else?
There's pros and cons of it. I've had a lot of fun with it over the years, but then it's a nightmare that when you ring up us, like, so I suppose, imagine if you're ordering an Indian takeaway and then you don't know who out of the family is going to pick it up. So then they go, what's the name under? And you go, Christmas. They end up putting the phone down on you thinking you're having a laugh. And especially around Christmas time.
I think you're pranking them. Yeah. You just want a tikka masala.
Yeah. Especially if your mum's called Mary Christmas, then that's it. They're not talking to you.
Yeah.
I love it. If you could be named after another big holiday or like a tradition, what would you? Because obviously Christmas was thrust upon you, but maybe you'd want it to be, Sydnie Easter or Sydnie Thanksgiving.
None of them, because I've got friends and each individual friend calls me by Sydnie Easter or Sydnie Halloween or Sydnie Hanukkah. Like people, I'm in people's phones as Sydnie something else because they think they're funny.
So you're living any national holiday. You're like, I'm done. Yeah. Not celebrating.
Yeah, basically pack it in, Chelsea. She's had it all a million times her whole life.
I'm sorry, babe.
What's the number one Christmas thing you get? Is it just people when you walk in doing the noddy holder? It's Christmas. Is that the number one?
No. What? Because our last name's Christmas?
Yeah. Just that you're welcome to. I'm just imagining like when the lads arrive at Smithy's in Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah.
You just get an "It's Christmas" every time you come in.
Yeah. No, we don't have one actually. I'm really trying to think. We don't have one.
No. Well, that's good.
We just get the booze out.
Perfect. That's the best way to do Christmas, isn't it?
Oh no, I've got something. We've got a bar. My mum and my dad, well, about 10 years ago, built like a little bar for the summer in the back garden. And instead of calling it the Christmas Grotto, they've called it the Christmas Blotto.
That's brilliant.
Oh, open that up at Blue Water. We'll be a queue of the adults are waiting to see Merry Christmas for the Christmas Blotto. What's your wish this Christmas? Another one of them, please, barman. Lovely stuff. Now, look, you are going to be putting this album out. What does it mean to you to get an album out there in the world?
Oh, I never thought in a million years that I'd get the chance to make an album. So it's unbelievable. When the opportunity came, it's like, I know what I want to do. I know exactly what message it's like. It was meant to be. I was like, I've got so many ideas. Let's get started. But just no time to do them. This was the quickest. Well, I feel like people make albums in 6 months. I did this in 3 weeks. So it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. You know, we needed to get music out quickly. And obviously I needed music out for my tour, and I wanted something to perform on the Raw Variety. So it was important, you know, let's get going. So it was great. It was a ride. Yeah. The stress and all the emotions, which was amazing, because you know what, we got together and we made this album, and I'm so proud. And this album is literally, every song is in there for a reason. And it's my journey really until now. And my tour will be a more extended version of that. So it's, hence calling it My Way.
Yeah, you've done it your way.
I love that. It's a full circle, and this is your beginning as well.
Well, I hope so. You never know, but I gotta have faith in it.
Well, look, the album is out tomorrow. Then the tour, which starts when?
February.
And you're going to be at the Aldwych. That's probably the closest one to us. The Aldwych!
I know.
Mental.
And I've always called it the Aldwych.
Well, it will be when you're there. They'll rebrand it. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. And in the meantime, you're treading the boards here in Kent as well, in Dartford. Fairy Christmas.
Yeah.
First panto, or you've done them before?
Oh, it's my first. I've never booked one, so I'm well excited.
Oh, you're going to have the best time. I think that's the thing about Panto. You always can tell that the cast are just living the dream.
Yeah.
They are just laughing their way through that script. It's going to be the dream.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait. It's such a nice thing. Like, I'm coming home for Christmas. I'm thanking everybody local that voted, because probably they're the guys that voted for me. And, give back. Come and watch me do all of the BGT stuff, because we're putting all that in there, so they can see it up close and personal. And coming home for Christmas.
For the people listening to this that haven't heard your voice live, they need to check out some clips, and they're going to be getting a ticket.
They'll be floored.
Absolutely lickety split. They'll be listening to the album as well. Like I say, that's out tomorrow. And it's just going to go, I'm sure, from strength to strength. It's Kent's very own Sydnie Christmas, everybody. Album's out tomorrow. What's coming?
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.